Jim mentioned Brian Sullivan's coverage this morning. It is a $40 billion battle in the far north. The plan to build a huge nat gas pipeline in Alaska starting to gain some momentum. Opponents say it's too expensive, has too much competition, while those in favor say it's needed to sell more American gas to buyers in Asia and counter sales by Russia. Brian Sullivan does join us this morning live from Alaska with more on the potential pipeline and the companies and stories behind it. Morning, Brian.
Carl, good morning. To put the $40 billion into perspective, the entire Alaska state budget is about $13 billion. So we're talking about a potential natural gas pipeline deal, which is about 3 to 4 times the entire state budget. We are here in Upkiavik, also known as Barrow, Alaska. For 500 miles, that goes out. And guess what? Under that ground is some of the richest natural gas and oil reserves in the world. This borough that we're in, guys, it's the size of the state of Minnesota, and the largest town is 4,000 people. Later today, that plane over there is going to take us to Prudhoe Bay, obviously very famous for its oil reserves, but natural gas is really the reason we're here, because the oil pipeline's been around for 40 plus years, and now there's a renewed push for this natural gas pipeline, which would carry gas from where we're going to go later today down to the sea toward Anchorage, going to freeze it into LNG, liquefied natural gas, and sell it to Asian buyers. It has not happened yet. It may never happen. And that is why we're here. There are 3 cabinet members from the White House up here on what they call the North Slope to talk to the local people, the indigenous people, the Inupiat, who have lived here for thousands of years, about what they think, because they would be a massive recipient of part of that natural gas tax revenue. We also have Senator Dan Sullivan is here. And the one thing I want to mention when I say reinvigorate this plan, this is not new. The Alaska Natural Gas Development Corporation was created in 2013. The plan, by the way, existed well before that. This has been kind of on again, off again, potentially on again. You could see the timeline there. We spoke last night at a town hall, some of the local leaders, some of the tribal folks, about what they think. And we talked to Senator Dan Sullivan, and he gave us his view on why he thinks this is a pretty good bargain for everybody listening.
Exciting time, because you saw we have partners now in the federal government. We have federal officials, cabinet officials, the President of the United States who want to partner with Alaska in terms of opportunity for our state, which of course helps America when we're strong in terms of energy and critical minerals.
Now, some of that opportunity would be tax revenue, guys. This is search and rescue. So you've got a problem out there in the Arctic Ocean. By the way, what we showed you, that is the Arctic Ocean. These brave women and men in planes and helicopters like this will come get you. I know Jim talked about an $11 billion potential deal earlier, put $40 billion certainly into perspective. Who are some of the players? Well, no company, and I want to be very clear, guys, no company has committed to backing this pipeline. Now, ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips and Marathon Petroleum, if you ask them, Carl, they will say, sure, we'll put our gas in that pipeline. But as of right now, those are the major stock and oil players here, but they have not committed a dime to building anything new.
Wow, Brian, I think that's really important because you know that there's so much natural gas in the states that you cover so well, Texas, Louisiana. That's right there at the well, right there where we export. Do the people from the Republican Party who are there recognize how bountiful things are in the South? In the South,
they do, and that's an excellent point, Jim. Here's one of the issues: the Alaska oil pipeline used to carry about 2 million barrels of oil per day. Alaska is the only state where every man, woman, and child gets a check from what they call the permanent fund. Now the oil is down to about 490,000 barrels a day. It's still one of the largest oil plays in the United States. That's where we're going to go later on today. But the reality is that flow and that flow of money has come down pretty dramatically over the last few years. And the state and the people here, I mean, these are some of the toughest people I've ever met. It was -9 degrees this morning. It's 5:30 in the morning right now, by the way. -9 on June 2nd. This would be a big source of income for them.
Huge story, huge intersection of the policy and the public opinion, Brian.